WELT 95.7. You know what time it is. It is your boy, Notr D.A.M.E. If you didn't know, we moving with acronyms around here. That's dance, art, music, entertainment, and everything else. And what is this? You know what time it is, man. This is live from last night. This is the morning show, like the number one, the only one in your local city right now, Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's what you're tuning into. Powered by the ACPL, WELT. We encourage local talent, 95.7. Yo. I got a lot of stuff like I do. I got people in the building right now, and you hear that beat smacking right now by way of Johnny Giuliano. I usually don't let my producers in here, but I'm going to let y'all slide with that because we have the Turkey Day. It's Black Friday. I know y'all out there doing the most, trying to get them sales down, trying to get these kids what they don't deserve and all that, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Saving that money, getting that cash, man. Like I said, I am not by myself. It was a rare occasion last week, but you know, I'm back in here this time. We're going to jump straight into it, man. Who we got in the building? Let them know. Let them know. Who we got? Who we got to my left? Go ahead. You can go first.
Yo, it's Monica.
Yo. What's up?
Monty B.
It's Monty Beats.
Also known as Copacetic.
Copacetic, okay. Yes. All right. I don't know. Is you quiet in here?
No, not at all.
You don't have the itis still?
Oh. I'm very excited to be here.
Okay, so you're trying to contain that. You're trying to contain your excitement. Okay, that's what that is. All right, and then next up, who we got?
What up, Fort Wayne? It's P-Lotus.
Yeah.
In the building.
All right. So we got, Hey, hand clap for us because while y'all out shopping and doing what y'all doing, we through here right now recording the show just so y'all can have something to be entertained by. You know, that's a lot, you know. P-Lotus, just give him a little bit, because we definitely gonna talk to him in full length later in the show, but just give him a little bit about what you do, what it is that you're on the show for. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'm an artist, a hip-hop artist. I've been doing my thing out here in Fort Wayne for a while now, putting out music, doing shows. Mm-hmm. And I also have an entertainment company. It's called Phenomenal Entertainment, and we have a lot of services we provide, and we do a lot of different events, and we put out products from different artists, that we work with.
All right, that's smooth. That sound like a lot to handle, man. A lot to handle.
Yeah, it keeps me busy.
Does it get serious?
Oh, definitely.
I believe that.
Yeah, it stays serious.
I believe that, man. So let's just jump straight into it. What I like to do is I'm gonna call it live from last time. Sometimes I got this thing called text from last night. Live from last night is the show. Live from last time. That's what we're gonna talk about, because I like to collectively come in here and talk about things that affect me. You got the news for everything else. Everybody got news and Google and every other facet of entertainment that you use to figure out what's good with you. Let me tell you what's good with me. Fame is for nothing. I talked about this last week. I know it sounds like I'm saying famous for nothing, but I'm saying fame is for nothing. How do you feel? What are your takes if I put it to Money Beats, Copacetic? What are your thoughts about fame? How do you feel about fame? What do you feel like when people are trying to attain it? The idea of fame. What is famous to you? If you can answer that.
I guess to me, fame is all in mind. Of course, it's obvious. A lot more people know you. Mm-hmm. And then it's up to you whether you want certain things in your life to be, private or out where everybody can see it.
Okay.
So, fame is a very it's not taboo, but it's very volatile.
Okay. Volatile. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I posed a question to you, P-Lotus. My thing is fame, celebrity, notoriety, infamous. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Mm-hmm. She definitely was on the right track. It's kind of where I'm at with it. Is it necessary? How do you feel about fame? Just the idea of it.
But yeah, like what you were saying, it could be two-sided, because mm-hmm. You said infamous, so mm-hmm. It's like, I want to say, fame is being known for what you do, or mm-hmm. like having a impact on people.
Right.
And then it could be positive or it could be negative, you know what I'm saying? Because some people are known for doing negative things, you know what I'm saying? I would consider that infamous, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then you got people that bring value, like real value to people.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying, those people would be famous, as long as, I guess, it's a large group of people that they're impacting,
Indeed. Yeah. Okay. I guess I was just speaking on it. for the simple fact I was talking last week about famous for nothing. I was talking about the I guess the confidence, for lack of a better term, that people put on, and now it's kind of like their celebrity is higher than what they actually are, and it's making me say like, okay, what you're acting as though you're famous, for what though? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
That's the difference, man. When you somebody is trying to act famous, to me that's clout chasing.
Okay.
And so
okay,
that's like a new phrase that we've came across because that's kind of a new thing. You know what I mean? Like clout almost didn't even exist before social media and all of that type of stuff. But
most definitely.
now that it's so easy to create an image of something but really have no foundation behind it, right? And that's what I'm saying. So to me, that's what my big difference is between like clout and fame is fame is when you actually are bringing value to people, you actually are impacting people's lives.
Right.
Clout is when you just have the look, or you just have the image, or you are just like had a perception, or you have the popularity at the moment, you know what I mean? Or you're trendy, you're following trends and all of that. That stuff doesn't last.
Absolutely.
But fame doesn't go away.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And infamy doesn't go away either.
Not at all.
Right. I believe like talent, like to me, what's your talent as far as
what you're known for,
right? What you're known for, as far as what he said, bringing value to people,
right? Yeah. Skill set. Do you feel as though do you feel as like people who are what they call them philanthropists or anything that do this this old noble work? Do you feel like they should have a celebrity? Do you feel like people who, I'm not necessarily saying genuine, I'm just saying people who actually do work where they go out to schools and do giveaways and food drives, do you feel like they should have a celebrity when doing that? Do you feel like that's a on the fence kind of thing? It's like one or the other? To his point about, clout chasing and being famous. You know what I mean? Should you have a celebrity? Okay, let me break it down.
I think they people who are doing positive things, like you said, I think they should have a celebrity. I mean, I think more people should know about what they're doing as long as it's positive.
But does that discount it though? If it's because I feel like it's some people, I'm just putting it out there, I feel like it's some people's sole mission to let it be known what they're doing. You know what I mean? I was talking on the show last week. A lady came and paid for the groceries. She was there. I talked about this last week. She paid for the groceries, 114. You feel what I'm saying? She didn't look like she was a celebrity. She didn't look like she was. That's no diss to her. Just a regular degular came up and did that. She didn't even want to share her name though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else probably would have had a camera crew while they was doing something like that. Yeah, we finna go in here and find the person that needs it and such and such. So that's why I'm talking about, like, do you really need celebrity when you doing something that's supposed to be out the heart or whatever?
Okay, there you go. Is it out the heart? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what really matters.
That's the determining factor.
Because and that's what you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's getting blessed out the deal, then at the end of the day, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? But that person's true intention on were they doing it truly just to help a less fortunate person, or were they doing it to get notoriety or whatnot?
We'll never know.
Yeah, and their intention, does their intention really matter if somebody is getting blessed out the deal? Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? You know what I mean? So whether they doing it to be known or whether they doing it just to be nice, that person is still getting.
Because if I was in a position and somebody was doing something for me, I wouldn't care what you was doing it for.
Honestly,
especially if I needed it.
Even just coming off of Turkey Day, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You got all these celebrities that's saying, "Oh yeah, we giving out turkeys," and it's just like, okay, for the people that's getting the turkeys, to them, okay, that could be a blessing to them. But do we question the intention of the people that is giving them out, or does that matter, or you know what I'm saying? That's my question.
I get where you at, and I think what you think about that, Monty. What do you think that we question what he was saying? I'm just reiterating to make sure that I process it. He's saying, do we question the intent, even if somebody is doing it? As long as somebody else is benefiting, or the person that needs to benefit is benefiting, does it really matter?
I think that as long as
who needs it,
the person who needs it is benefited,
then that's the main thing.
I think that's the main thing.
That's cool. This is all. See, this is great conversation. All this had extended from somebody who I felt was like feeling like they were famous for no reason, and I didn't know what they were supposedly famous for. And people who listened last week, listen to the last episode, to be like, he's still being petty, you know what I'm saying? But where we at right now, we're in the Eric Moberg studios, right? If nobody knows who Eric Moberg is a place or a person who was told that there's no way that you can have a non-commercial viable radio station in Fort Wayne, and he told the naysayers, watch me. And that's the reason we're in here right now. WELT 95.7 is celebrating 5 years, but I'm pretty sure they're coming up on 6 real soon. So let's give hand claps to that, you know what I'm saying? 6 years that they've been able to come in here and give us something that we can sit here and express. And if you didn't know, famous for nothing. I said that. Listen, I don't have a show because I feel like I'm a celebrity. I feel like I mean, it's put out there. They said, you got something to say? Come get a show. Come let your stuff be said to the airwaves. That's what you want to do. You got an opinion to express. I feel that. I feel like people giving their opinion is one thing, and then people, I guess you got to be qualified is where I'm at. You got to be qualified for the opinion you giving. You know what I mean? We was talking about the podcast frenzy and how everybody's doing a podcast. And my thing is, what really qualifies you to be doing a podcast? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is your podcast just loosely based around whatever? Do you have a central topic that you're supposed to be the guy for? If give me somebody you follow on TV, just real quick, for example.
On TV?
TV, an actor, anybody, actor, actress, anybody you see on TV, a commercial you like, anything. We just gonna pull an idea right now, P-Lotus. This is what we do it right here. You know what I'm saying? We coming up on.
I like Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Okay, where is he from?
He's from England.
Boom. Now, if Idris Elba had a podcast talking about how the grocery stores work in England, he would be qualified. It has nothing to do with Idris Elba being an actor. He's qualified to talk about England because he's from there. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. I got a problem with people who have podcasts talking about things they are not qualified to talk about, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If I know for a fact you haven't been that fly guy dressing around the town, you can't have a podcast talking about clothes. Especially if I know you haven't always been the fly guy. You feel what I'm saying? This influx of funds that made people, oh, yeah, we the such and such podcast. We talking about the drip today. You just got dripping like the last 2 years. Like, why am I listening to you? If Tommy Hilfiger come off, not name dropping or anything, but you can talk about clothes. You know what I mean? If somebody, it doesn't even have to be anybody famous per se, but anybody you know, known for dressing. I just put something out here. If you know it, you know it. Anybody from CMB, okay? Anybody, they were known. This was a clique in Fort Wayne that was known for dressing. So anybody that come out of CMB and they talk about clothes, I'm gonna listen to these guys. These guys been dressing. You know what I mean? What you been here in the last 3 years? I don't know. I'm discounting your podcast. What else? Turkey Day. How did that go for y'all?
Excellent. I had it over at my place.
Okay.
You were there, of course.
I don't know if that was me. I don't know if that was Notr D.A.M.E. That might have been D-Nix or something. But I'm with you. All right, go ahead. Yeah. And it was cool. How was yours?
Yeah, it was good, man.
It was good? What was the top dish? Give me the top dish that you was like, oh, yeah, we need more of this here. What did you run out of first? Let's go with that.
It was damn near the mac and cheese, man.
Okay.
That's what everybody's favorite thing was, I'm thinking. That's what everybody was trying to get seconds on. I didn't even get seconds on that.
Yeah, be like that. Those who are last shall come first.
That's funny you say that. I was in charge of making the mac and cheese last night. So
absolutely.
Yep.
Let's put it out there, cuz.
Good mac and cheese.
Let's put it out there, cuz that's what we were waiting on. That's what we were waiting on. We could not eat at the time.
Yeah.
That was whatever, because we was waiting for the mac and cheese.
Yeah, you gotta let it get all the way done.
Hey,
crispy at the top.
Crispy at the top. Bam.
Yeah, my father told me, don't make it a day ahead. Make sure it's fresh. You know. And
so he did that.
So I did that.
Okay. Cool. I'm appreciative. I ain't gonna put you out there. But same time, I was like, yo.
You know what? Next
time it's gonna be ready.
Next time.
Hey, people start cooking on Tuesday.
That's what they was doing. On time.
It's gonna be
Hey.
It's like, hey,
you walk through the door.
Boom.
It's time to
go ahead, take the coat off.
Ain't no.
And get in line. It ain't gonna be.
Of course, there's gonna be acquaintances and talking, but
you could do that while you're fixing the plate. I don't need to have a whole conversation with you. I can do that right now. You understand me? I mean, so hey, look.
You know how it is.
Hey, straight. Hey, Hey, listen, you been here. You been here. Let me go and get my plate, and then I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you about Eddie and all them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 15 past the hour. What we gonna do? We gonna go into the song. Like I said, we just gotta kind of stay with the vibe of the New Jack Swing. I'll be on the New Jack Swing kick. Real talk. When we come back, we're gonna be talking to P-Lotus about phenomenal entertainment and something he got real dope going on right now. He coming up into a new season of it. But right now, we're gonna get into something y'all should know about, you know, because y'all was probably on your phones the whole time you was doing your thing, Turkey Day. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take it back with the boys. It's called Down My Heart. You understand me? WELT 95.7. This is the Black Friday. It's not really a redo because we're doing it right now live while the other one going on. You know what I'm talking about? We done stuff like that. Get out of here. Yeah. I got the Notr D.A.M.E. B-I-G-E-P. You know what I'm saying? The B-I-G stands for Before I'm Gone. So I was talking about a record I was gonna have on there, and that was definitely one that I had redid like way back in the day. And I was just going through it, and I was like, you know what? I did the Down My Heart demonstration because everybody seemed like they just sampling whatever, and then they just not paying homage to the people that it came from. So it's just like, oh, yep, I'm gonna run this beat. I could, you're not even gonna stick with the song content, and then you know what I'm saying. That's the challenge. That's what I'm saying. That's why you should bring it back to make them whatever. You know what I'm saying. Probably in the bottom of the show, we're gonna talk about something I totally have a problem with. Not a problem, but you know, it is what it is. What we talk about right now is we talking about your man, phenomenal entertainment CEO and everything else, one man army. P-Lotus is what he goes by, and he's in the studio right now. He's been having a conversation with us before, but now we're going to talk about him. The spotlight is on him. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great, man. Glad to be here, man.
Okay. Mac and cheese is what ran out first. Okay, yeah. So, explain to it. I was talking about it a little bit, but explain what you do, especially the thing you got the new season coming out of.
Okay. So, Hottest in the City tour, like that's kind of our big thing that we've been doing 3 seasons now. Okay. So we coming up on season 4. We got the cities picked out, but we're gonna be announcing those here soon.
Now, what is it a tour? Now, it's not a collection of artists who just jumping on a tour. What is Hottest in the City tour when they hear about that?
Well, it's a showcase competition tour. So basically, we have it open to pretty much all types of musicians in all these cities we go to. Okay. But I guess because it's being put on by hip hop artists, I mean that's usually predominantly pretty much what we get. But at the same time, it's open to all type of musicians. But we invite the top. Well, not even the top. Pretty much anyone that wants to come out and compete. You know what I mean? But we figure out who's the top by the end of the night because the crowd picks the winner, the final winner. But we have judges there that pick the top 3. Okay. Right. So everybody performs, and then the judges they pick the top 3, and then they go on to the final round, and then the crowd picks the winner, and then the winner that night would be considered the hottest in the city. All right. That night, and then they have a chance to compete in the grand finale show where like all the hottest from every city, they come out and they do the same thing, but it's like the hottest of the hottest, and then we figuring out who's that final winner of the tour. There's only one winner of the tour each season. And how we've been finding the headliners in these seasons is the top performers from the previous seasons have been our main performers, you know, for the following season. So
what brought that idea about to even do something like that? Because it sounded like talent show. It sounded like talent competition. Like a Star Search. But what brought about that idea for you to even do that?
Well, it started as a concept really when I was managing my artist Nicky Neptune. And
so you're a manager too.
Yeah, I also do manage.
See, he ain't put all his hats in here. We don't have a hat right for everything he does. Hold on. So you a manager? You a manager? I don't want to name everything you do in the tour. But I also know you do
promoter basically.
You're a promoter. Yeah. You're an artist yourself.
Artist.
And you also a website like developer.
Yeah, marketer, like graphic design, web design,
like
social.
I ain't remember I did that. I love that. I like that.
All that kind of falls underneath my business, my company. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I'm hands on right now with doing all of that, but we hiring right now. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm tired of doing all this. He said it with some real
you know
concern.
what I mean? Yeah, like,
hey, yo, come up here and get a job.
You know what I mean? So we own that. But yeah, definitely. I'm always saying, get at me if you got the skills and the talents and you trying to put them to use. Like Phenomenal Entertainment is a good place to get a good launching pad on wherever you trying to go to. You know what I mean?
So while you were managing Nicky Neptune, bring it back there. That's where the concept kind of came
from. The concept for Hottest in the City tour, it started with when I was managing Nicky Neptune, you know, which I still technically am, but at this point he's kind of like taken off to a level where like he has his own company and everything like that. You know what I mean? So
that's cool.
So I'm just kind of like helping him from like a partner standpoint at this point.
All right.
But yeah, it started off with he kind of the tour was kind of built around him as Hottest in the City, and then we just kind of created the platform to bring out the hottest in the city in every city because he's in Indianapolis. So, you know what I mean? He's kind of established himself as hottest in the city where he's at. So we was like, let's take this show on the road, you know what I mean? And we're going to find the hottest in the city in every city. You feel me? So that's basically what it kind of birthed out of. And then we just started having artists, you know, jumping on board from these different places. And we started hitting these different cities and just kind of a snowball effect.
That's smooth.
Yeah. So season 4 should be the biggest season. Yeah, and we're gonna have we're targeting 8 cities, so it's like somewhere between 8 to 10 cities. We're gonna hit like all within the Midwest region, and that's another thing about the tour. We kind of keeping it tight like that within the Midwest,
right?
Just to kind of make it a little bit easier, for people to kind of hit every spot and for us to be able to reach these places on like a regular basis, because there's also a lot that goes into the tour, man, because it's a platform for artists to really be able to get out of their city and move around. So we want artists to be able to be on the whole tour without having to worry too much about traveling too far. So
and you need that exposure.
Exactly. So it's like I feel like even being able to just get a couple hours away from your city to perform, that is still exposure that can really help you out, and as far as getting that experience and then building a fan base, because that's the name of the game, is building a fan base. And so if you, no matter what city you go to, you have to promote yourself in that city beforehand, before you can even have any type of engagement. So if you are establishing a fan base within your surrounding areas within a couple hours from you, then that means you can physically get to that place. You can get to those fans. You can go to that city. You can promote. You can be on your feet on the ground, talking to people and doing things, and then you pop up and do a show.
Right.
And you couple that with social media. When you doing your social media marketing, you targeting these areas. You know what I'm saying? And you building a fan base through social media and ads and networking. So people when you go to these cities, you know what I mean? And you become familiar. You know what I'm saying? That's where we start talking about fame. Like, what is fame? Fame is when you become familiar to a large group of people, right? How do you become familiar? You stay in people's faces. You know what I mean? And how do you stay in people's faces? There's about 3 different ways that as a musician you can stay in people's faces: through the social media, through physically being in places like and hanging up posters and shaking hands and talking to people, and then you doing shows when people seeing you performing, when you posting your flyers online and saying, hey, meet me here at this spot, I'll be performing, or I'll have my merchandise. So with the Hottest in the City tour, we try to package all that up together and really trying to give artists a platform to really start building your fan base and make a living off your music. But it's just like they really don't see that yet. But
they're not. You know what I mean? I know that's the frustration.
But you gotta add more snow to your snowball.
Right, exactly. That's all. And we gotta keep doing it and just, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they'll get the picture. It's just, I guess the whole formula got to play out. You know what I mean? And even me still being an artist, Nicky Neptune still being an artist, we can still kind of show artists how to use the platform at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm going to headline every city the Hottest in the City tour goes to, because I'm going to perform. I'm going to show the artists, okay, look, this is how you build a fan base in these areas. Elkhart, South Bend, Indianapolis, Michigan City, Gary, St. Louis. This is how you network. This is how you touch down for the second, third time, and like people in these cities know you. People in these cities is familiar, or they was anticipating you coming back. These people in these cities, they've been following you. They've been seeing your posts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't miss out on those kind of opportunities by thinking that you already too big for your britches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to get out here and get in front of people, and that don't mean performing in your city every weekend. That means getting out here and I mean, in a major city, you can get away with that. You know what I'm saying? I could do, if I lived in Atlanta, I would do a tour around Atlanta and still see different faces every time. You see what I'm saying? But this ain't a major city like that, so it's like you got to go to other places. So if you in Fort Wayne, you got to be connected in the surrounding areas. You got to be able to go to Nap. You got to be able to go to Chicago. You got to be able to go to Elkhart, South Bend. Like, that's what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely
find the people that is resonating with you and your music and what you got to offer.
That's the key that you just said.
Well,
you gotta find people that's like you said, resonating with what you're doing. But I honestly like big up you for the fact of, you know, it's almost like you said, you're gonna headline your tour. Yeah, of course, put it together. You know what I mean? That's not selfish at all. You know, at the same time though, you're actually giving people that platform to do what they need to do. You know what I mean? It's almost like the opportunity. It's almost like I'm, instead of paying that opening fee that you would pay for a major artist, I put the tour together myself. This is me talking like you. Put the tour together myself. I go on tour myself. You understand? But that opportunity that they're going to ask you to pay for just to perform, I'm actually giving that to you for free, while also letting you have the opportunity to make money. Because if you win the competition, make money. You get the package. You get the resources, everything else. So it's like a win-win situation. Now, I got to cut into something because this was definitely good. I want everybody to get the information for it. But like I said, we got Money Beats in here. Money Beats is thinking about becoming an artist herself, and she's thinking about the name Copaesthetic. I had gave her an assignment. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said something. I need like a website. Like, see, I'm glad you said
networking in here. Networking in here. Okay. So I gave her gave her an assignment or whatnot, and she was kind of like, cuz I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now she knows what it was about. It had like some content about something. When she hears it, she's gonna be like, okay, I see where you was going. But we're gonna play it because we're gonna stay with this feel good music. We could pick up another topic, or we could continue talking about the hottest in the city, season 4. Either way it go, we're about to have a good time. But this is something you need to, I know a lot of ladies want this out here, you know what I'm saying? Full-time love. They don't want nothing half. You know what I'm saying? They don't want half of nothing. They want the whole guy. You know what I'm saying? And if they can't get the whole guy, they like, go on about your business. Don't bother me. WELT 95.7, Black Friday, the day after the Turkey Day. Let go.